Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to your daily stretch routine once again in civilian clothes. You know, I really want to drive home the fact that you don't have to be in a perfect situation or a perfect environment or a perfect outfit in order to be able to take advantage of things, especially like stretches. Well, now I'm going to turn this light off because I'm blind, because it's right in my face, and then we'll get going. Alright, here we go. Live television, people. Things happen. All right, here we go. So today we're doing chair stretches because, again, not all of us have the opportunity to do things standing up, whether it be an ability situation or a time situation. Maybe you're at work, can't really do it. Still, doesn't mean you can't do some stretches, okay? So here we go. Just like this, the neck, still important. And even more important if you're at the office all day, okay? So here's what we're going to do. Chin up straight. Good. We bring the forehead and neck down. So we're not pulling in our chin. We're letting that head go down. Pulling. That's it. Those neck muscles. There we go. Good. And straight back up. Very nice. Now to the side, here we go. Same thing, we're leaning the head so that we're stretching the muscles that go along the clavicle, connect to the shoulder. There we go. Deep breath now. Perfect. Other side, you'll often see me close my eyes, guys. And why? Because it's that relaxing into the stretch, right? That's important. It's important to relax into the stretch and not try to push through the stretch. That's not how that works. Okay, we're still going. Don't worry. We got now chin towards the armpit. Same concept as we did. We're combining the two movements together. We have that chin towards the armpit. There we go. Perfect. And back. Nice. Other way. Good. And there we go. Doing great. All right, guys. Listen, so far so good, right? Now we're going to do our shoulders. We're obviously going to do not our shoulder rolls. I know you thought you were going to do shoulder rolls. You're not, okay? What we're going to do is referred to as angels, okay? So I want your arms out like this. What we're trying to do is you're trying to keep your arms as straight up 90 degrees as you can. Okay, by doing that, you're just going to go up and down. Now, if you have trouble, because this is a rotator cuff situation, so if you have a little bit of trouble and your arms can only go here, let's say, that's okay too, right? You're still doing up, even if they're in front of you a little bit, and down, right? So even if they're not all the way back, let's get them where you can comfortably hold this. And we're going to do some of these, okay? We're going to do 3 of these things. We're going to go slow. I'm going a little bit fast. Here we go. Up, 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 up. Good. Hold it. Nice. And down. That's 1. Here we go. Up we go. Very nice. That's 2. 1 more to go. And we go up. Nice. Good. And down. Very nice. See, not so bad. All right, so now we're going to do a few torso twists, right? Which is exactly what it is standing up. The only difference is your hips are pinned. So you remember when we stand up, I always say turn until the point you feel your hips want to pull. That's not going to happen here because your hips are pinned, right? We've closed that chain. So what I need you to do is really focus, really concentrate on your body and feel where your tension here gets to the point that you feel like you can't go any further, right? Because it starts to get uncomfortable. You could always force yourself, but it'll be painful. So don't do that. And relax. So there's still that cue there. It's just not as simple as when you're standing. You just need to pay attention to your body. A lot of stretching is paying attention to your body, knowing where your limits are, and knowing where we're going to stretch through those limits. Okay, now we're going to stretch out the lumbar. Okay, we're going to do two things. One, there's sort of a simpler version, and one that's a little bit deeper and a little bit more complicated. But if you're not advanced enough to that, don't do that yet. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Make sure you can see my feet, okay? So just a small, trying to do this without cutting off my head. All right, let's see if that worked. Did that work? That worked. Okay, perfect. All right, so here's what you're going to do, okay? You have your feet nice and stable. And we're going to lean. The intent is to lean on your legs, okay? So similar like you were just sitting on a bench waiting for someone to show up, right? I was going to say sitting on the toilet, but of course now I was saying I'm going to say it. I may as well just say it. Anyway, back straight, okay? Always back straight. And what you're going to do is you're going to come down here. Now, if you're a little bit weak, lean on your knees until you can get as low down as you can go. Now from here, guys, I know I'm always preaching about pushing that back straight. Relax the tension that's there. Even if it bows a little bit, that's okay because you're supported. Your weight is supported here. So your back's still going to be pretty straight. But relax that back tension. Give that back a break for a minute. Just let it take a breather. Oh, nice. There you go. Now, before we put it back into action, you support. Right? Now your lower back can help lift you up. Now, for those of you a little bit more advanced, here's what we're going to do. Exactly the same motion, but we're going to have a second half, which is going to stretch out the hips and take you right down to the floor and really get a deep stretch on that back. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Same starting motion, right? So we get here. Same thing. We relax. Good. Now, here's what you do. You just slide yourself down in between. Now you're going to get a stretch. You're going to feel it in your hips. And you feel it along your back. And just let that sink in. Good, just like that. Nice. There we go. And we support, always support the shoulders and the head so that the weight of the stretched out back isn't carried and then you're going to have any pain. So we don't want that. Okay, so now we're going to work on the hips and we're going to have some bonus stuff after, guys, so don't worry, okay? So these are very normal, right? Those hip flexors. Now, when you pull it up, guys, remember, don't pull it up towards the center. Your hips are naturally going to want to open a little bit because that's what you do when you see a squat. Their legs are open. Same idea. So don't try to force it against its natural movement. And we just hold it up here. And we're not crushing it, right? We're holding it up. We're bringing it up. And we're letting those muscles relax. Good. And we drop it down slow, right? We don't release and let it flop. Other side. There we go. There we go. Good job. Awesome. And down. All right. So, two more things to do, right? So here, calf stretch is a little bit harder when you're sitting down. So we're going to focus on the hamstring and the ankle circles, okay? So legs straight, back straight. As always, we have to pull up on the top half of this thing. Good. And then we lean forward. There we go. Just like that. And we're getting a nice deep. You're going to feel tingling in the toes. You're going to feel it run along your body. Release the tension in that knee. Very good. Good job. Nice. And back. Good. Other side. Here we go. Same thing. Now remember, try to sit on the edge of something so that the chair isn't digging into the back of your leg. That's never good. Right? Keep that back straight. Feel that deep tension all the way along that leg. going to feel tight, but when you're done, it's going to feel great. Right? That's how a hamstring stretch should feel. Should feel tight when you're doing it, almost a tingling, close to a burning, and because there's a lot of nerves in there. And then when you stop, you're like, oh, okay, that felt good, right? All right, now ankle circles, right? So we're going to do a closed chain, which means our heel is pinned. We're going to do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Big ones the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I know you're dealing with the woodworking stuff here too. I'm a man of many talents and not enough space. So there we go. 5 big circles here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. One last one to do, okay? Now we're gonna work. This is gonna work out your glutes. Stretch your glutes, the outside here of the leg. There's a whole lot of other things in the hip that's gonna help stretch out, but it's gonna focus mainly on that, okay? I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so there we go, live video. Lost sawdust down here. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cross our legs just like this. All right, back straight, nice and straight. Okay, so from the side, whoop, give it a little spin. Right, you're nice and straight. Now you're already gonna feel some tension right here. Now what you're gonna do is with this lower hand, not up here, this guy down here, you're gonna pull yourself forward slowly. You're gonna feel this is gonna be tight. Relax it. And the back straight. Let it relax and sink in because it's a stretch reflex. It's gonna tighten. And then you can relax it. Okay, and then we can pull a bit more. And it's gonna tighten. And you relax it and you pull a little bit more. And that's how you do that. That's how you progress that tight glute. Now, the glutes are always ignored when we do stretches. We stretch our back, we stretch our neck. Most of the time they ignore the glutes, but the glutes are a huge muscle right in the back of the body that connect to your back, that connect to your hamstring, that run down where all your sciatic nerve is. So we need to stretch that thing out. We can't just ignore it, right? There we go. Push. This is the bonus round, guys. You're done after this. There we go. Push, relax. Push, relax. Awesome. Now we hold it once we get as deep as we can go, because there's going to be a point where even pushing and relaxing, you're going to know, okay, if I go any further, it's going to hurt. That's where you stop, and then you just relax. Good. And sit back up straight slowly. We're done. Just like that. All right, guys, listen, it's Wednesday. The week is halfway over. Another beautiful day on the dock out there. It's going to be very warm. It's a cold weekend. So today might be the day that you start heading out for a nice walk, get some fresh air, get some steps in, really enjoy the day. And, you know, hopefully you see the positives that are going on in the world. Yes, it's still pandemic and it's still scary, but there's a lot of good things going on. You can kind of feel the mood changing a little bit. So let's keep that going. Spring is on its way. We can do this, guys. And we will see you back here tomorrow.